today in Trailmakers I will be showing you this biplane, the Canadair CL-415, this Jeep with a Flak Cannon mounted on it, and this Flak Cannon. So first I'll be taking this biplane for a spin. It's like a World War I style biplane. I didn't really base it off of any one plane. It flies just about as well as any other World War I biplane. You know, slow, barely gets off the ground. Has guns, they do not auto-aim. The gear does not go up. And I actually set the engine to be less powerful than it normally is for the added World War I type flying. Okay, now we're going to go for a loop. And 3, 2, 1. Executed almost pretty much perfectly right there. Okay, and next up we have the Canadair CL-415. This is a firefighting jet made by the Canadian company Canadair. I really based it off of aesthetics and not as much of flying, so it doesn't really fly that well, but you know, it can get off the ground, and that's about all that matters. And I really like the gear, how I did the gear on this one, especially the back gear, as you can see there. And that is what the CL-415 looks like in real life. And now I'm going to go in for a water landing, which is going to be certainly interesting. There we go. It tends to nose down a little bit whenever we go into the water. And you know, it floats. I made it float just barely though. And now we're going to go back to the carrier and do a ground landing. Okay, there we go. Not exactly center line, but other than that, I think that was a decent landing. Okay, now up next we have this Army Jeep, which is it's not really based off anything other than kind of like the front grill kind of looks like a Jeep, and it's like one of those half normal car and half like tank treads. I'm actually really excited for the tank treads to come out, and the first thing I'm going to use them on is this. And it's pretty armored. I built this originally for a battle with my friend. And it has obviously a Flak Cannon mounted on the back, and I'd say sometimes it tends to flip over, or at least without the gyro. But other than that, it does drive pretty well. It shoots pretty good. So one thing that I didn't do was make the tank tread steer, because I just really didn't want to mess with it. It was pretty quick building time, and yeah, that's about it. I'll actually go spawn this over in the over on land instead of in the middle of the ocean. So, okay, here we are, and I'm just gonna kind of see, flips over, but then the gyro helps it. We're just gonna kind of go around, maybe shoot some barrels. The Flak Cannons have terrible aim. And anyway, yeah, I think this is one of my better ground vehicles. And I had a really fun time in that little battle that I did with my friend. And I think this is just all around pretty cool. Now we're going to crush it. It is gone. Okay, this is my Flak Cannon. It's not really based off of one single type of Flak Cannon. I don't really have any idea like the different models or anything. And it only has one cannon. It shoots kind of slowly, you can see, but it still works. And then I have this wheel, or it can turn in place, and then I have this wheel on the back, and whenever you press T, it flips forwards, and you can go in any direction you want, and it still turns. But the the wheel flips around so that way it stays in place and doesn't like roll around while you're firing. I mean, it still goes around a little bit, but then you can also still turn to track an object in the air. Okay, I also have a second variant, which is right here. It just has the kind of like the sandbags at the front, which makes it not move whatsoever. I personally like the other one better since you can actually move around. It still has the wheel thing on it, and yeah, that's about it for the Flak Cannon. I think it can survive a couple of hits. I haven't really used this in any sort of battle. So, yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Man, I've never said that before. And yeah, I hope you have a great day. See ya!